So today I'm going to show you this natural no makeup look. No, today we're going to do a werewolf attack. So if you want to learn how to do this completely inappropriate for this time of year werewolf attack makeup, then keep on watching. I'm going back to good old Synwax. Normally I would recommend not having any makeup on when you start, but oh wow. So Synwax, I've used it before, you've seen it before. It's like a wax, and I have rolled mine out into a thin shape. This one's a bit discoloured because it's wax that I've used before. But yep, thin, kind of flat shape, and then I'm going to place it on the old face. And I've said this loads of times, you have to work quickly because it is sticky and it sticks to everything. Okay, and all we're going to do is blend the edges out. You can use a bit of Vaseline to help if you want. I haven't got any normal Vaseline, so I've just got some here and I'll come into that if I need it. I'm going to take my Vaseline, put it on the back of my hand and just smooth out the edges. And then I'm going to repeat this a few more times. Just going to zoom you right in for the last one. These are not perfect yet, they're not all blended out. Let me just blend this out. One thing I will say, doing this kind of thing on your cheek or any soft part of your body is extra difficult. Easiest places are the forehead. I'm going to do this one coming across my nose just to show you. You've got to excuse my nails. I'm a biter and I usually wear fake ones, but I haven't got any on. Okay, so I'm taking the very edges and with my little palette knife thing, I'm pushing the edges into my skin so it all blends together. Now it's not going to be perfect, and that's okay because there are many steps left. Now I don't recommend going near your eyes, but I'm being difficult today. Obviously it's very hard to blend the wax down around your eyes without sticking yourself in the eye. But the more you blend the edges into your skin, the less likely this whole thing's going to fall off. So okay, and now we've done that, as long as you're happy, this is not perfect, but it will be fine. You don't need to be perfect with special effects makeup. We're going to put indentations down the middle of our lumps, and if any pulls off, just flatten it back in. This is going to make our skin flaps. So very carefully. Right, I've just pulled a great big hunk of wax off there, but that's fine. And another one, that's fine. And if you get little bits lifting up, that's brilliant because they're going to be our skin flaps. Just go soft, don't like actually poke yourself in the skin. Right, this one's going to be tricky. Do you know what, that will do. Okay, because this is not really the same colour as my skin, well, it is in places, I'm just going to take a tiny bit of my foundation and will this do it? Yeah, a Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush, and I'm just going to, I want to call this stipple that around the edges, just because my skin is so sensitive that it's got very, very red from this, which is great. We will be bringing red in later, but we want the wax to blend in with our skin. I have got some black face paint and I'm using a Snazaroo black face paint, and I'm spraying with a bit of Fix Plus. You can use water. Water's probably much better. Now you don't want it too wet. Taking a little brush, this is just like a no-name eBay brush, we're going to paint the black right down the centre of our wounds. So when all of the rest of the makeup is on, this is going to I don't know whether you can hear that or not. They're having a WrestleMania party. When all of the makeup is on, this black is going to look like the cuts are really deep. I've got a palette of lipsticks, grease paints, face paints, whatever you want will do. I've just got this one that I made, and I'm going to take, if I can get all the wax off my brush, I'm going to take a lighter kind of orangey red and a brush of some description, again little no-name brush, and we're going to pop this on the edges of the skin flaps. You do not have to be too neat. I feel like that I should get that tattooed on my forehead, but you don't need to be too neat. Special effects makeup is very forgiving. So I'm just, for now, throwing this all around the edges. Just whilst I'm doing this, right, Pretty Little Liars. I started watching it about maybe a month ago and watched everything, and now I'm all up to date. And if you follow my Twitter, I never post on my Twitter, but if you follow my Twitter or my Instagram, I was waiting for the final finale to come on Netflix on the 25th. I was having kittens because I go to bed quite early because I have to be up for work relatively early. So I stayed up till midnight so that I could watch it, because I am another level of obsessed. Like, my husband was worried about me the other day because I came home from work and I had about 4 pages of notes and anagrams of me trying to work out who A is. If you have any ideas, let me know. like, it seems fairly obvious that Ren is Charles, right? I had this weird theory that Blind Sam is Charles, just because. But no, I think it must be Ren. If you don't watch Pretty Little Liars and you think I'm a lunatic right now, fair enough. Right, I'm taking a fluffier brush. This is a Real Techniques Duo Fibre eye brush, and I'm just going to very gently buff that red out. Oh, I know it seems a bit silly because my skin was red and I covered that in foundation, and now I'm making my skin red again, but there's method to my madness, I'm sure. Looking pretty good already. I haven't got a mole on today. Maybe I should have put on more wax to, yeah, I'm just going to do one more. Cover the old mole. And just wipe off my, little mole. Okay, next step. I say okay so often. I edit these videos and I have to edit out 40 okays. I've got Fresh Scratch Blood Effect from Kryolan. If I can get the lid off. Oh my god. Right, I got it off. It looks like this. It's gross. So with my, what are we calling this? Palette knife, spatula or something? This is pretty disgusting. I'm going to grab a bit and push it into the little indentation, and I'm going to repeat the process. Final step, I've got some Ben Nye Stage Blood, and I've just poured some into this very dirty lid. It's only dirty with face paint though. And then I'm just taking a brush, don't use a nice one, and I'm going to put this in and around. Be careful of your clothes because it does drip. Oh, you're kidding me. That's so noisy. I don't know why I'm whispering. And using a blood is a good way to cover any bits that you're not entirely happy with. So easy peasy werewolf attack, or dog attack, or monster attack, fork attack. And you can use this technique to make any kind of wound, you know. So yeah, no, it's not Halloween, but But there you go, a special effects tutorial, and I'd like to make more because I enjoy this kind of stuff the best. So same as usual, if you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed and you want to be, do so. And if you've got any ideas of things that you'd like to see, let me know in the comments and I will get around to them. Sorry, I'm clicking. I'll get around to them. So whatever it is, just let me know and I will do my best to make it for you. So yeah, see you next time.